Hey, what's going on, everyone? Boylon here, and hope you're all having an awesome day. And TGI Friday, because it's that time again that we got ourselves another blog post, and this time we got a bit of a teaser of the next legendary character, which we all kind of knew about a bit already, and that's Otto Octavius, aka Doctor Octopus himself. So let's skip on over to the blog post, and we can take a look at what they're showing us this week. And here we are over at the blog post. I'll leave a link in the description below for the blog post in case you guys haven't seen it yet by the time you watch this video. But it's titled The Next Legend, and we can see a bit of a photo here of Doc Ock looking kind of menacing with his tentacles here. So it hasn't said here, but I have a feeling that he's going to be a tech character for sure, and they do mention that he's a support tag character. So let's go on ahead here. So a new Marvel Strike Force legend is born this week as one of Spider-Man's greatest foes begins to arm himself for the battle ahead. And if anyone is feeling blue, we got Blitzes and a mutant for you. So this is talking about the Beast Blitz coming up next week, and events for the Brotherhood and X-Men. These are double shard events as well. And I guess Chaos Theory probably isn't far around the corner because it's at the beginning of the month, so probably in about a week or so, maybe a week and a half, we'll be seeing the Chaos Theory event as well. So, our new legendary character is Career Criminals rejoice because Doc Ock, legendary leader of the Sinister Six, is suiting up. You won't need to give your right tentacle to get Doc Ock, but you will need an elite mutant Black Ops team of the 5 X-Force members at 5-star. So that wasn't entirely surprising. This has been hinted at for quite a while now, and it has been confirmed here. You do need X-Force, so Deadpool, Cable, Domino, X-23, and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. So there is an X-23 blitz going on right now, and if you do get 1 to 2% in that, you'll get about 60 shards there, I believe. So if you do need to work on that, I would try and push as hard as you can, since there is official confirmation on that. Now, beyond that, I presume / hope that there's going to be some sort of farmability for them in the near future, especially with the 3 that are, the 3 new ones that came out recently. So I actually have a 5-star Domino. Negasonic I think is sitting at around 4-star, I think, and X-23 will be at 4-star once I finish this next blitz. But Negasonic wasn't a very great event. The shards were not that generous, so I doubt there's a lot of people who have her at 5-star unless you bought the offer. So it depends on how restricting they want this event to be in terms of people who buy and people who don't, because I think people who do spend probably have a better chance of getting it. Even free to play who are really, really good at what they do to get shards, I don't know if they'll necessarily get it if they don't make them farmable, but we'll have to wait and see. So this superior support specialist is slated to arrive in September, so we have a little time frame. So we're, at least as of recording here, we're on July 24th, so we do have about a month and a half maybe until his event. So let's hope that coming for the August release characters of farmable characters will be X-Force. Maybe they'll have to skip ahead a bit because we're still missing Cyclops and Red Skull, I guess. And then after that, actually, even then it goes into It goes into Black Order, Proxima and such. So I don't know if they're gonna skip ahead like they did way back in the day with, well, last year or whenever, for Invisible Woman, and they kind of fast-tracked the Sinister Six to make them farmable for Invisible Woman. I don't know if they'll do the same for Doc Ock, or if it's just going to be gated, for those who spend. So to allow those who spend to actually get it. But we'll have to wait and see, of course, as usual, and hopefully in the weeks to come we'll get a better idea of, sort of what that's going to look like. So as a preview of what Doc Ock is bringing to the table, he'll be the linchpin that unites the Sinister Six faction in combat. Doc Ock will have the ability to summon a character with the Sinister Six trait that hasn't yet been part of the battle. So if you start the battle with Doc Ock and 4 other Sinister Six members, he'll summon the 6th and complete the sextat. Now, I heard there was rumors coming that there is going to be more Sinister Six characters, particularly someone named Swarm and Electro. So if they're adding, I'm a bit confused then, because if they're adding more Sinister Six, then is it going to be at random that he summons someone else, or are they going to be a part of a different sort of Spider-Verse team? So I'm not really sure yet, but we'll have to wait and see. And here's a sort of a more up-close version of his photo here of Doc Ock, looking a little menacing here with his tentacles. And there is a bit of a preview here in the blog post where they just kind of show off, I guess, whether it's his special or his ultimate of him summoning one of the Sinister Six members. So let's click on this here. And I think I have my audio. Let's turn on my desktop audio a little bit here so you can hear the background sounds, I think. Hopefully it's not too bad. And so they do a full screen here. And so basically he's just charging up. It looks like he's doing some sort of buff move here, and then Shocker comes out onto the table. So let's go back and look at that again. So here, okay, so here he is buffing or whatever he's doing, and then it looks like everyone's getting a. I don't know why it does. It looks like everyone's getting a buff here. Maybe it's ability energy, who knows? And then Shocker appears on the field. So my biggest question then is going to be: is that going to be a summoned version of whatever Sinister Six is missing, or are they pulling it out of your roster? For some reason, I just don't know. They would have to do a lot of game changes and sort of mechanical changes for that to actually pull out Shocker from your roster. So I'm kind of thinking it's going to be stat based on Doc Ock, but again, something that we'll have to wait and see to hear more about his kit. So that was the teaser that we got there. That's all that we have for information on him. But, comment down below what you guys think are going to happen to Doc Ock with the summoning thing, with the Sinister Six. Do you think the other new characters teased for next patch or whenever is also going to be Sinister Six? Or do you think they'll change the tags for him? Sorry, for them. And then this will be the main Sinister Six here. Kind of curious. I guess I need to start working on my Sinister Six, or at least the ones probably who are irreplaceable. So I would say at the very least Rhino and Green Goblin I think are the least replaceable on that team, and then after that it would probably depending on your Red Stars, but I am kind of a fan of Vulture. So, and of course you need Shocker for buffing, so it really depends on what the kit is going to look like in terms of the summoning process. So we'll have to wait to hear more about that. So upcoming blitzes for next week, we do have a War Machine blitz here on Monday, and then of course we have Beast coming in quick with the Azure Animal blitz on Thursday next week. So that's come around quite quickly on the back of X23. I don't think I plan on going too hard for him. I've said my piece about Beast so far. I might do a little bit more about him, but I'll definitely unlock him, but I don't think I'm going to go hard on him. I'll probably do top 2%. I tend to do that for new characters, and if it's someone I really want, then I'll do top 2000, but I did top 2000 for the first X23 Blitz, and I'm pretty drained for that. So we do have Chaos Theory and Wakanda Nation, so that's another iteration of Chaos Theory, so this will be Chaos Theory number 4, I think. So I'm sitting at tier 7, but if you guys aren't, then definitely start working on your Wakandans, because this is a really important event to get your promotion credits, both the silver and the gold. So you'll need 1 tier for each of the Wakandan characters, and once you get tier 5, you need to make sure that you have Shuri. So I don't think Shuri will be back around that quickly. I haven't been paying too much attention to all the legendary events, but yeah, so if you don't have Shuri, you won't get past tier 5, but if you do, then hopefully you'll be able to get a bit further along on that. And if you need any extra shards, of course, there will be Black Panther and Okoye double shards here sometime next week, probably. And there's going to be another double shard event for X-Men and Brotherhood characters. This will probably be particularly nice for Colossus, who is still farming them, including myself. And if you do happen to need any of these other characters alongside that as well, then you can get double shards for them there. So it was a pretty short blog post, but I think the main part of this really was looking at the teaser for Doc Ock, which I think is pretty cool. And so at least we finally have confirmation both that he's being released and that he's going to require X-Force characters to do that. So we're going to need to see more information about, the farmability of the X-Force team, if they're going to do that or not, and some kit information, I suspect, over the next few weeks of what Doc Ock actually is going to bring to the table as a legendary character. So, some good news here, some bad news maybe for some about the X-Force requirements, but, at the end of the day, they need to make money, so they're going to make money off of panic farming and, people buying offers for the characters, so no real surprise there. And that's the blog post for today. So I just want to do a quick look at my Sinister Six and my X-Force to see how I'm doing here. So we'll go to X-Force first. I'm done with Domino, it seems, so I'm safe there. Negasonic, X23. I'm hoping to get the 60 shards from the Blitz that's going on right now, so that I will get 60 more shards from there, which I guess will put me at just under halfway. I think it'll be like 59 or something out of 130. So I'm gonna need a little bit more there. I suspect that X23, if they're gonna do any any farmability for them, X23 is gonna be on the node. They always put the Blitz characters on a node, like Shocker was for Sinister Six, and and Karnak, who are sort of the harder ones to farm, who came later. So I suspect X23 is gonna be the last one to be made farmable, but she's gonna be probably on a node. That's my kind kind of guess right there. Negasonic, I still need about 109 shards there, so that's a bit beyond 2 offers, I think, if I were to actually buy it. So if I kind of want to, I kind of want to guess War Store, but I mean, who knows? And Domino, I suspect they'll make it a bit easier, you know, in one of the other Blitz Raider arena at some point if they do that. So I'm not safe yet, so if they become farmable, then I probably likely will be close enough that I'll be able to get it, but if they don't, then I'm probably out of luck as well. So here's hoping that they do make them farmable and they want to be a bit more generous. I don't see Doc Ock shaking up any, you know, arena metas or anything like that, personally, just because I don't see them going up against Black Order. But so with that in mind, I hope that they're being a little bit more friendly. Like he's not, I'm assuming he's not supposed to be some sort of OP legendary like, you know, Phoenix or Ebony Maw or something like that. So I'm hoping that they're a bit more generous on that side of things to get it more available to the people who are trying anyways. And so to pop over to my Sinister Six, I've been working on my Green Goblin a little bit because I think that he is the one that's probably less likely to be replaced, and Rhino as well, although I'm still sitting at level 60 for Rhino. I probably need to gear him up a little bit more. He's bio though. And then we have Mysterio, Vulture, and Shocker. Again, I think that who gets replaced on the team is going to be dependent on the kit of Doc Ock. I want to know more about the summon thing when he's summoning in another Sinister Six member, whether it's based on his stats, Doc Ock's stats, kind of like how when Sinister clones somebody. I need to know more about that, and so I can decide on who I want to level up. Unfortunately, my Shocker is on the lower end of Red Stars, so if it ends up being based on Doc Ock's stats and you get the same kit, I probably would actually just opt to level the other 4 here and then leave Shocker alone because it's only 2 red stars, so I haven't been really lucky there. And actually Shocker's like one of 3 characters who I don't have at 3-star or above. For some reason I've just been really unlucky with him. I guess I need to work on Green Goblin a little bit more. He's got 5 red stars, so that's a really good position there, and Rhino is probably going to need some leveling up as well, which I'll work on in the near future. But, so that's everything on my roster there. So I would love to know what people think now that we got the official confirmation about Doc Ock being the next legendary, and at least we have a release date now for September. There really isn't much you can do to prepare for this though, other than working on the current X23 blitz that's going on right now, and I guess if you don't have Deadpool or Cable to 5-star at this point, then you should probably do that too. I can't wait to see more details about the kit for Doc Ock though, and hope that it's pretty interesting. We've been getting a whole slew of support characters lately, including this patch, and then now Doc Ock in just over a month's time. I also hope that maybe he might be the next legendary answer to the Dark Dimension 3 City Lane, since I assume that's where he'll fit into. You know, we did have Ebony Maw just recent, you know, the last legendary who was sort of a really good fit into the Cosmic Lane, and so I'm wondering if Doc Ock might be sort of one of those characters that you might want to fit into the Dark Dimension 3 City. So we'll have to wait and see about that. With his overall support role, I hope that maybe he can also provide that support to characters outside of the Sinister Six, but, you know, time will tell on that part. Anyways, that's all from me for today, and hope everyone enjoys their weekend coming up. And of course, until next time, stay safe, everyone. Boylan signing out.